Hello and welcome to Podcast Bites by India Law LLP. I'm Ria Rajbhar and today we are diving into a judgment that touches something very real and personal, the right to choose who you love and how you live. In a recent decision in Karthik and Anita's versus State of NCT of Delhi and others, the Delhi High Court dealt with a situation many young couples can relate to, choosing to live together despite family opposition. The court not only recognized live-in relationships between consenting adults, but also emphasized that the state must step in to protect them if their safety is at risk. The judgment, delivered on February 24, 2026, by Justice Saurabh Banerjee, is an important reminder that the Constitution is not just a legal document, it actively protects our everyday choices and personal freedoms. Let's understand what actually happened. The case involved a young couple who had been in a relationship since 2024. Both were adults and had chosen to live together. To make things clear and formal, they even signed a live-in relationship agreement on February 17, 2026. But their decision did not sit well with the family of one of them. The position, especially from the father, escalated into threats serious enough to make the couple fear for their safety. With no other option, they approached the Delhi High Court seeking protection. The couple approached the court under Article 226 asking for protection from the police. The argument was simple but powerful. We are adults, we have the right to choose our partner and how we live our lives. They said the threats they were facing directly affected their right to life and personal liberty under Article 21. Interestingly, the state did not strongly oppose their request. Key questions before the court. The court had to answer some very important questions. Do adults in a living relationship have constitutional protection? Does the state have a duty to protect them from threats, even if those threats come from family? What is the legal standing of living relationship in India? And how far can parents go in controlling the choices of their adult children? These questions go beyond just one couple, they reflect a larger tension between personal freedom and social expectations. The court relied on earlier Supreme Court decisions to guide its reasoning. In Nanda Kumar versus State of Kerala, the Supreme Court had already said that even if a couple is not married, adults have the right to live together. In Shafin Jahan versus Ashokan KM, the court made it clear that society's views cannot override an individual's freedom. Building on these, the Delhi High Court reaffirmed something very important. Personal relationships between consenting adults are part of individual autonomy, and the Constitution protects that space. Recognition of live-in relationships, the court also spoke about how live-in relationships are viewed in law. While they are not same as marriage, they are still recognized in many ways. In fact, the court noted that such relationships can be akin to marriage when they are based on consent and cohabitation. Laws like the Protection of Women and from Domestic Violence Act 2005 already acknowledge relationships that resemble marriage, so the law is slowly evolving to reflect how people actually live today. The Constitution angle, at its core, the judgment is about freedom and dignity. The court pointed to Article 19, which gives us the freedom to move and reside anywhere, including choosing who we live with. And more importantly, Article 21 protects not just life but the right to live it with dignity, including making personal decisions about relationships. The court also made a strong point. These rights are not just about stopping the state from interfering. The state also has a responsibility to protect you when the others threaten your freedom, even if those others are your own family. Limits of parental authority. This is where the judgment gets very clear and direct. Once a person becomes an adult, their choices are their own. Parents, relatives, or society cannot dictate who they should be with. The court clearly said that no one has the right to threaten, harass, or interfere with a consensual relationship between adults. What relief did the court give? So the court allowed the petition and ensured practical protection. The couple was told they could approach the local police, specifically the station house officer or the beat constable, whenever they needed help. The police were directed to provide assistance as required. If the couple shifts to another area, they simply need to inform the local police within 3 days so protection continues smoothly. Why this judgment matters: the decision goes beyond just one case. It sends a clear message that your personal choices, especially about relationships, are protected by the Constitution. Family pressure or societal disapproval cannot override your fundamental rights. For many young people navigating relationships today, this judgment offers reassurance that the law stands with them, not against them. That's all for today's episode of Podcast Bites by India Law LLP. If you found this discussion helpful, stay tuned for more conversations on important legal developments that impact our everyday lives. I'm Ria Rajbhar and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, take care and thank you for listening.